So guys, we have multiple things, so please rush it fast and keep pace with it. Okay? So this is a fast-paced workshop. There will be some time limits written in that. Please do not follow that time limit. Okay? We'll have our own time limit set in. And for, let's say, next 15 minutes, let's play God. Okay? Why I said let's play God is because I come from an area, we call ourselves designers as creators. And somewhere, some books, it has been written that creators are the gods. Yeah? But having said that, like, just to put it across, I've been working with both the sides, the design side and the management side, for people who invest money and people who will be giving ideas across. And one thing that always used to come was, now if I make it into 5 steps, I used to always be in the 2.5 steps, right? So I have to listen to both the teams. So the business, which what the team would be saying is, we don't understand this one bunch of people who is walking in. They had a crazy lot. The other side, the designers would be thinking, they don't understand or empathize with us. Now you can understand where I am standing. So I am with NIFT Bangalore. It's one of the design schools set up by the Ministry of Textiles in India. So we create students who will be working in the same area. So thank you for inviting me here and we're doing this small workshop. So now to start off with, there are 2 ways of looking at design. Okay, even before we start the workshop out there, I'll just give you a little bit of gyan. Design as a noun, design as a verb. I am here talking design as a verb. And what are we going to do is, we are looking at a situation where we are not happy with the inherent situation today. We are looking at the future. Now why design? Because I'm not happy here. Now that's what Kaushik sir just now told. Like, we're not happy with what was happening around us. Now we are creating an apt situation, a good situation, right? And so that means we are always looking at an improved future. And as he quoted Henry Ford saying that, if I go and ask customers, they'll only say I need better, faster, bigger. Okay, they never say that I need something else. Now the Henry Ford movement is happening again. That actually, that movement happened in London, where the London Municipal Corporation people about 100 years back went on a strike. And the transport system back then was horses. Okay? And horse manure was filled up in the street. And the report says that there was 4 feet of horse manure. And you know what happens in London? It rains and people are walking by. So what happens? They fall down, right? So they went and complained. And to cut the long story short, there was a commission that was set up, and the result of the commission was, let's import the Irish horses which are smaller, which eats less, shits less. Yeah? Now if you go and ask people, this is what is going to happen. But what we need is not that. We are going to think far beyond that. So this is not critical thinking. So we have another school of thoughts, as I was pointing across. There's a school of thought which is called systems thinking. MIT, or whoever believes in the MIT philosophy, they follow that. Whoever believes in Stanford philosophy, they believe in design thinking. So there is an in-between word also, that's what we follow, that is called systemic design. Okay? So now for a minute, let's do this out. You all have a paper in front of you, not that one, the one that you have brought to this workshop. Design a vase for me. Design a vase for me. Vase or a vase, depending on which English you follow. Design a vase. Flower. So, design a vase. I'm not giving you any hint. Okay, I'm counting the number. 15. No, just on your day. No, you don't have to play the sheet. It's a trick game, don't worry. Okay? Design a vase. Design a vase. Yeah? Now stop it. You didn't even start, stop it. I can see that some of you have finished it. Now, what I'm going to say is, design something in which a person can actually enjoy a flower.
Okay.
Now did you get the whole point? Yes. First, what I asked you to do, as I said, it's a trick question out here. First, I asked you to do was design a vase or a vase. Okay? And then I stopped you right there and I said, design something through which people can enjoy flowers, cut flowers. Yeah? So, what happened out here is, I just gave you a wrong brief. Now, did you get the thing? Like as managers, a lot of time it happens that we give brief, and our brief is do it differently. Customers are not liking it, change the logo. Okay, they're not liking the red color, go for 10% reduction in color. Now when you get a brief like this, what the poor designers would do, they'll quit the job. Yeah. So now coming back here, we all have started off, and I can see one answer out there, which went on something of this sort, and you said that this is waste for us, right? But now, spend 30 seconds on this, design something through which I can enjoy my cut flowers on my desktop. Yeah? Ah, great. So you got it? Anything else on this? Yeah? You got that there? Yeah? Anything else that you want to add?
LED lighting.
LED lighting with flowers, great. Anything else that you want to add?
Changing fragments.
Changing fragments in the goes on. Right? Now, what if, I'm just standing there and something stuck to my mind. What if I create entire ecology for you where at this side I have a vase in which my cut flowers where a flower is out there. The other side, I create a system where, okay, honeybees, I need to pollen my flower. I need to, let me have something greater than the vase. Can I have honeybees coming out here, sucking the nectar, and they're going inside somewhere, and there is a beehive for me, okay? And whenever I need honey, I use a tap the other side and take out, squeeze the honey out of the knife. Sounds crazy, right? Absolutely crazy? Yes, design thinking. Right? In short, think crazy. Okay? In short, please do not judge yourself. Right? In short, let's believe in one word, every idea in this world is going to fail one day. I might sound like an evangelist right now, okay? And I might say these words, but think about this. Everything in this world is bound to fail, but let it fail fast, let it fail safely. Got it? Now that's why we need design thinking. Because business is bound to fail. The PLCs that textbooks used to talk about are no more there. The lifespan, everything has gone for a toss. Right? So, now should introduce you this talk, like how do we start design thinking. So now let's work on this part. We always start with empathize and ideate and define the problems for ourselves. And then we spend a little bit of time on ideation. We do a prototype like what we just did there, dirty prototype, and then we test it. And as quickly as possible. Agree? So now let's start the workshop. Yeah, you can turn the page. And we need to time this, so 3:23. I can see something out here, I can see that, and that. That's something which is interesting. It comes out, right? Oh, that's a passport holder. It's wallet, right? It could be a man purse. Yeah, it could be a wallet. Could be anything, right?
It could be an e-wallet.
Anything, sir. Yeah. So we have stopped at that point. Now I want to turn the page around. Yeah. 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 So now what is happening over here is, just like the way I redefined the waste problem. Okay? You're not going to come out with a brief for yourself. That is, design something useful and meaningful for your partner. Okay? Start gaining from the empathy. Please do not turn the pages around. Do the interview. Okay? Now, ask 2 or 3 questions. Okay? Not more than that. To the client. Now, what I understand is there are going to be 2 designers and 1 client here. Yeah? Ask 2 or 3 questions to the client. Like, whatever it could come. Yeah? We call it as interview session. We're trying to empathize with that particular person. Quickly? 2 or 3. Yes. Somebody told us it's for men keeping the wallet in the back side of your pocket is not good for you, for your health on the long run. So better to keep it on the front pocket. So now what is happening out here is we call that as dig deeper. There's a second column there. Now as I said, we are rushing through the system for you because you could do this. Now could you please fill both the sides? First you are asking questions like, do you really need a wallet? Then you'll be digging deeper. Okay. The questions that you could ask is, what's your name? Start with that. Where are you from? You really need a wallet. You travel a lot. Yeah. Designers really require time. They are somebody who would just flip the minute that you say you open the tap and the design should come out. But there are times when we have to call the shots, we need to cut short it. So we are cutting short this. Now let's capture the findings, flip the page. Okay? When you flip the page, there are certain things that comes out. Okay? At one side, we are doing capture the findings. And then we have to do the POV, that's point of view. Okay? Now, capture the findings is all about what is your partner trying to achieve. Now, this is a verb. Now, understand this is a trick part. What is it the partner is trying to achieve? Okay?
Seamlessly integrated universal publishing.
So, Prof, for a second, for a minute, let's take a break here. What was happening out here was, this is normal part. We do a lot of questionnaires, quantitative studies, qualitative studies, you observe, etc. Right? So now, the outcome of that should be, is that, like, what is that your client wants to achieve? The achievement could be security. Achievement could be status. Achievement could be nostalgia. Okay? Now, all these things could be your personal. Now, wallet is personal product. Now, any one of these things could be what the person is trying to achieve. Now, your role, as Kaushika was putting across, is to now figure out something else out of that. That is getting insights. Insights which even the client did not know what they wanted. Agreed? So now at that point, what we're trying to do is we're connecting the dots. Now if we connect dots, there's one method which Labs in Pune has been working around. That is on, they have reports every year on India Insights. And they say that try to put metaphors for that. Okay? Metaphors like Sundar, Sasta, Tikao. Does that explain some part of us? Bling auntie. Would that explain some other part? Swashbuckling. I mean, if I have to describe what is that boy, Virat Kohli in one word, what is a metaphor? What's a word that I can use there? Oh, run machine. Or in personality types? Aggressive. Refined aggressiveness. And suddenly, what has happened is India is okay with aggressiveness. Have you noticed it? It's a trend. It's good to have be aggressive. Now look at this. It's good. So connect the dots. Yeah. Put some words for that. Now, for example, when I went to McDonald's, I saw milkshakes with Oreo biscuits on that. Okay, my son made me stand in the queue. I bought it. So when I started drinking it, I really loved it. You know why? Other drink which they were serving used to get dead by the time my son finishes the Mac, and I have to drink it. Because I am somebody who does not want to waste money on food. Yeah? So I have to drink the dead Coke. But here, I have a drink which has Oreo, milk and others. Even if my son does not drink it, okay, he's like what, 4-year-old, that's why I have to drink it. And after half an hour, still if I drink it, I get a drink which is not dead. Right? So I named it McFlurrization. Yeah, it's McFlurrization. So there is a verb, there is a metaphor. Suddenly things fall into place. Now for your valid problem, can things fall into place? Can you identify that one trend based on your client's need? It could be the client's need is what India wants right now. Sundar, Tikau, Sasta and Tikau. My Hindi is bad, but I hope you understood what it meant. Right? So, that's pictures from my workshop where we do these things. Go ahead. Can you now put across the goals and wishes of your partner written down? Through that, you actually refine what the customer wanted as insight. Can you write down the insight now? Yeah, just one sentence, one holy grail of a sentence or Stop the pens. Yeah, stop the discussion. Now let's take that point of view. Yeah. Now whenever we go for a pitch or whenever you have to go and speak to your boss and say that what's really happening around, can you now just write down the client's name and write this. It's given to you here. Can I have the client out here? Who is it? Yeah, Raj. Now, if I have to write here, I write Raj needs a way to, and that explicit what he just told. Write it down. That what did he say?
Convenience and payment.
Yeah. So now look at that. Right? But now this is what really important. It takes a little bit of time for us. Okay, and it comes with experience. The next line. But surprisingly, we did not know that. Okay, it's like this. Raj wanted a wallet that could help him in digital payments. But surprisingly, okay, and it's a fill in the blanks. So can we have a Mobla of a wallet? Yeah, it's a status symbol. Okay? Or can I have a Louis Vuitton of the e-wallet situation? Okay? Can I have a Swiss knife version of? Now look at that. Swiss knife version of a wallet. Why? We are talking about e-wallet. And do I need security for e-wallet? Yes. And can the wallet, what is one thing about Swiss knife? It can just flip up and become something else. Agreed? Yes. So put that word. Yeah. Now I just force them to think in a way. For you, it could be something else. Yeah. So now let's stop it here. Yeah. So now let's take the next sheet of yours. Bro, the next sheet of yours says, think 5 radical ways to meet your group's, your client's ideas. Now, group, I know this is a longer duration workshop, but I'm cutting short here exactly at this point and giving an answer for you. Now, what we mean by radical thought is, this is a time to be crazy. Okay, as I said, everything is going to fail. Nobody is going to judge you. These are two things. Now, the wallet that I just did a roundabout, now the wallet need not be the conventional wallet anymore. Wallet could be the tooth implant. Because, see, a lot of times we forget a wallet. Wallets get pickpocketed. Can somebody pickpocket a tooth? Okay, so now let's say I implant it there. I'm going there and smiling, and my 500 rupees get deducted from the. Can happen, right? I can forget specs. I have forgotten specs many times, but I'm sure I never forget teeth. Yeah, but I do. I had a false denture, and sometimes I don't raise. Yeah, but It could be a false tempter out there. It could be, now let's say, somebody says, Mohit says he carries a bulky wallet. He's been forced to carry a bulky wallet. Poor Mohit carries a bulky wallet. Now let's sympathize with it. And say, why? Because he has like 55 odd cards. Why does he have 55 odd cards? That's the first question. Yeah. Next question, answer for that would be, now can I have a $1 billion solution? I come out with a platform which has only one card or one thing, which has all the data of all other 55 cards, marked with the signals, marked with the bands, marked with my vendor, everybody, and I just walk by and it goes on. Why do I need a wallet? Can't I have a cell phone? Samsung comes out with that idea, right? Or MX strikes up with Apple, biometrics, you are your wallet. Agreed? Now that's the radical thought you have to take. Sometimes you have to think like this. Now for example, the same workshop I did for some other group, I'm just giving you the answer for you. That particular group said that my target group, my target user is MS Dhoni, or all those people who believe like MS Dhoni. Underdogs coming from tier 2 city, doing it big, doing it really, really big. You know that, right? Like, whatever MS Dhoni used to do, John Abraham used to do. Hairstyle, right? MS Dhoni had long hair, Abraham had long hair. MS Dhoni shaved his hair. Okay, it's vice versa actually, but still, okay. Now coming back here, they said that my consumer is brand conscious, is a digital money user, is culturally rooted. MS Dhoni, yes, might be. Has fear of losing the wallet, like everybody sitting here. Now, what could be the crazy idea, the movement? So that group came up with this concept called armadillo inspired idea. Have you seen this armadillo, the anteater? Goes off, right? It has a long snout. So an armadillo, the minute it comes to know that somebody is going to attack, it falls up. Agreed? So can I have a wallet which instinctively knows that you are not supposed to open it, and it will never open? It saves a lot of marriage. So the user can feed in his personal code into the wallet, stick, and all the pocketful roll out containing cash, everything, even the photos, into one point. It slips into my pocket, and I don't have to. Like, let's say I go to an airport. Now, for some crazy reason, let's empathize with this. I go to an airport. That guy looks at my face, looks at my photo identity, which I don't look like that at all, and looks at that paper, which the name might be totally wrong, or like Nanju, we both have long names. Yeah. So, does that guy understand all these things? He's just trying to fool us, right? And he says, get inside. Agreed? Now, can we have a system like a wallet which tells that person who is standing there at the airport security gate, says, yes, this is Kochivital Ferian Kuriakos Prashant. Yeah, that's my full name. He's walking inside to the airport. And yes, he's a bona fide person, not somebody who's masquerading as this. Got it? So, what you have to do here is, design thinking is nothing but a method where you can have a way about your crazy ideas, but present it in such a way that your business manager understands it. Yeah? So for that, what do we have to do? Prototype. Now, prototype obviously can only happen when you collaborate with somebody else. Yeah? But prototype does not mean that you have to spend a huge amount of money. Prototype in our world, we call it dirty prototyping. Dirty prototyping is take sellotape to design a refrigerator. Can we do that? Yeah? So, quickly, now we did this in Mumbai. We asked a lot of people to, we can do this out here, to design a refrigerator, and we asked the maids to design it. We gave them red color sellotapes, and they just pasted the sellotapes out there on the wall. And you know what? How big the refrigerator that they designed? We were thinking of that they'll be designing something like this. Typical stereotyping mentality, right? Poor people cannot afford something which is big. Yeah? And they designed in such a way that, right, if this is a human out there, they're talking about a refrigerator which is as big as them or bigger than them. And it actually makes sense. You know what? In a small house, we need to use the vertical height. And they have been seeing this bigger phone, as bigger refrigerators in the places where they used to work, and every time there is a transfer, okay, they used to give this refrigerator to the maids at a lesser price. Would they buy my small fridge at 10,000 rupees, where they can get a bigger fridge at 5,000 rupees? Got it? Now, if I do entire product out there, which is like 30K, 40K, and sell it to them, they will not buy. So, this is called dirty prototyping. Quick, do it. That's what's dirty there. Yeah, for the WASP, for the base exercise. With this, we're coming to the end of the session. Yeah, so you can mark these words. Start with empathize. Why do we empathize? To know. Connect the dots. Okay, like methodization or Sundar Sasta Tikau. Yeah. Metaphorize to communicate, visualize to build options, prototype to de-risk. Right? So the handouts which is with you is from D School or Stanford University. You can go through it one more time. Do the exercise on your own time phase, and with that you all would be thinking like a designer. Okay, thank you.